What is the effect of exercise on high blood pressure? Here's what research has shown. A certain amount of exercise can lower your blood pressure by 5 millimeters of mercury. And the amount of exercise is 150 minutes of cardiovascular exercise per week. This means that if you walk for 30 minutes 5 times a week, that is perfect. Or if you want to ride a bicycle at about 5 to 9 miles per hour for 150 minutes per week, that's perfect as well. The exercise does work better if you divide it up. So it's not enough to go and ride your bicycle 150 minutes and say, I'm done for the week. It's best to do it a little bit each day. Now, the research also shows that high intensity interval training might be a little bit better than cardiovascular training under certain circumstances. And those circumstances are, the person has to be healthy to begin with to do high intensity training. Your heart has to be strong enough and you have to be healthy enough to withstand the high intensity training. So for many people trying to start their health journey by trying to get in shape and lower their blood pressure, it probably would be wise to start out with cardiovascular exercise at a low intensity. Build yourself up so that you can do 150 minutes per week. And then once you're at that level, you can then start incorporating high intensity interval training. So I'm going to give you an example. And there's one other type of exercise I'm going to tell you about that lowers blood pressure. And it's a lot easier than all of these. But here's the thing that you need to know. When it comes to, for example, walking 150 minutes per week, the improvements might be here, like this. When you start running and doing high intensity, more high intense exercise, the improvements might be like this. So there, you get that much margin. The problem with running is it's so hard on some people's knees and hips and feet and spine, and there's so many injuries that I see from running that you just don't get with the walking. So if you're new to this, I would suggest just start walking. There's no pressure to start running. Same thing with cycling. If you want to ride a bicycle and ride a bicycle for a low intensity at 5 to 9 miles per hour, that's great for your heart. Riding a bike 25 miles per hour, sure, it's a harder exercise, but there's a lot of consequences if something goes wrong. Crashing at 9 miles per hour is a lot different than crashing at 25 miles per hour. You can trust me on that one. There's another type of exercise that is very useful and has been shown to be very effective at lowering blood pressure. And this is great for people that cannot do cardiovascular exercise or they cannot do any type of high intensity interval training. It's called isometric training. And what this means is you can take, for example, a tennis ball and squeeze it. You can do wall sits, which I'm going to show you right now exactly how that's done. So you can see right now I just go up against a wall and it's as if I'm sitting in a chair, but I'm not sitting in the chair. I'm just leaning up against the wall and using my thigh muscles. Isometric means that your muscles are contracting without any movement at all. There's planks, there's lots of different isometric exercises that can be done. However, you have to do what's fun. And so for many people, going for walks, riding a bicycle tends to be more fun than isometric training. But you figure out what you like to do, and that's the thing that you'll probably stick with. And if you stick with it, the research shows you can lower your blood pressure.